friends, welcome to Harmony Hills Home and Garden. I'm Jenny and we're gardening here in Baltimore, Maryland, Zone 7. Today I want to share with you my saga of the strawberry. I have had many trials and tribulations, it seems, this spring, and so let me catch you up on what's going on with strawberries here at Harmony Hills Home and Garden. This year I decided I wanted to try some strawberries in pots. I don't have space in my yard for a full sun garden, vegetable garden or fruit garden, but I do have little sunny pockets that I could put containers in. And so I thought strawberries in pots would be a great idea. I planted 10 bare root strawberries in this stackable planter, and of the 10, I believe 3 of them are growing. I see leaves in 2 of the spots, but I believe those are weeds, not strawberries. And so 3 out of 10, yeah, that's bad. Yeah. So I ordered some strawberry bare root plants online, and let me show you what they look like. Look, some of them have some mold growing on them. That's not so great. That could be from long time shipping. They're pretty moist, but they're a couple of them are a little moldy, so I'm actually going to probably separate those out away from the others and try to keep the ones that aren't moldy a little bit healthier. All right, let's check this other bundle. Oh yeah, look. Yep, there's mold on that too. So that's a little bit of a bummer. Actually, look. Okay, so those didn't work out. So then I bought some bare root plants at the local DIY home improvement store garden center. And let me show you what happened with those. Yeah, it's a big old fat nothing burger. I got 0 of 10 bare root strawberry plants coming up here. So 3 strikes you're out with bare root plants. I decided that is not the way to go in my garden, apparently. I don't know what I was doing wrong with all of these things. The mail order ones came all moldy, and then the 2 of them that I planted, 2 sets of them, they're just really not doing much. So I decided to buy plants at the nursery. So strawberry plants, already rooted, already with leaves on them. I got 2 of them, and so let me show you what's going on with those. I have a strawberry! Yay! Okay, so I have 2 of these plants, and I plan to put them into containers, like I said. I'm going to be searching in my stash for some not huge, but not too small containers either. I want to put these strawberries into the backyard in a flower bed and just grow them there. So probably either a really large pot with 2 plants in it or 2 smaller pots. So let me see what I can find. Here we are. We're not winning Garden Fashion Awards today. I'm sorry. It's one of those really humid days that, like, the temperature's only like 72, but it feels like it's 1,000% humidity, and every time I move my pinky toe, I start to drip. So I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so I have 2 of these strawberry plants. I got them at Lowe's in the garden center, and they are Quinault, if I say that right in French. Quinault. Quinault. I'm not sure about my French pronunciation there, but anyway, that's the variety that they are. There they go. And they are ever-bearing, which means that they'll put fruit on all throughout the growing season. They might lull a little bit in the hottest part of the season, but we're gonna just give them a shot and see. I've never grown strawberries before. I don't know what I'm doing. Clearly, I've already failed a lot of times with the bare roots. Let's see what happens with these. All right, so I have picked out some terracotta pots. I'm going to put them into this size of a terracotta and I think that's plenty big, more than enough. So sorry, there's a forget-me-not down here on the ground that I keep stepping on and crushing. Okay, so I'm going to use my compost mix in here as the soil. This is a mix of mushroom compost, leaf grow, which is chopped up leaves that are been mulched, and topsoil. So I think it's a nice rich mix for these strawberries to grow in. It's also organic. It does have a little bit of plant material in it like that. That's probably from the leaf grow. Okay, I'm not going to add any extra fertilizer in here because the compost is already really rich. So, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Google what to do about growing strawberries in containers. And if I have steered you wrong, I'll put it in the comments below or in the description below. I'll update the description to let you know if I do end up adding fertilizer. But for now, I'm not going to put fertilizer in here. I'm just going to let the compost, the richness of the compost, do the nutrient job. Okay. All right. So take my plant. Now I do know that with strawberries, you don't want to bury the crown of the plant. And the crown is the area that goes, the roots are below the crown and the leaves are above the crown, and that transition is called the crown. And so you want to make sure that the crown is at or slightly above soil level. And that's what it is already when it came to me in this pot. Can you see that? Here's where the leaves are coming up and here's where the roots are starting to go down. So I want to make sure not to bury it any deeper than that. I'm going to try to center it in the pot just for aesthetic purposes. By the way, I'm wearing my Sweet Adelines International logo t-shirt. If you don't know what Sweet Adelines International is, you should look it up. It is a life-changing organization for women singers. It is for hobbyists, and it is a wonderful thing. And it's the other half of my non-family life. I have two halves to my non-family life. I have Sweet Adelines and I have gardening. So here we are combining the two today. Okay, so this is one strawberry in a planter. I kept the crown at or above the soil level, and I just filled the rest of the pot up. Next, water. Same thing in this one. Do you grow strawberries in containers? If you do, put it in the comments below what your secrets to success are. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm learning. So I'd love to hear from you if you have suggestions or hints or tips or tricks for me. All right, same deal. I'm just going to, actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this strawberry and enjoy it in a minute. Set that aside. Okay, so this one had gotten a little bit dry, so I did water it, but I'm hoping that it will recover nicely. All right, here we go. Centering that stem. This one has a lot of runners. I'll deal with those in a minute. All right, there we go. Second one in its pot. Now, this plant has runners already on it. This is one of the ways that strawberries spread. And if you let these go like right here, it's starting to grow little tiny roots right there. So if you were to put this into soil, it would actually grow another plant. And then once that plant has rooted and is established, you could just trim off this mother plant umbilical cord kind of, and then you'd have a new strawberry plant. So actually what I'm going to do, I have this really cool 3-tier plant stand. It's actually a plate stand for your dining room table or your sideboard. But I'm going to use it as a plant stand. I'm going to put 3 pots in here out in the garden. And so I'm going to have 2 big strawberry pots, and then the third one is going to actually be a pot where I'm going to root the runners from this one. So I didn't have 3 of the exact same terracotta pots, so this one is slightly smaller and slightly different color. It's okay. Actually, I think before I put the runners into this soil, I'm going to put the planter in place and put the pots in place in the planter, and then I'll bury the runners into this pot of soil. Look at this juicy berry. It is soft. It's got a little bit of dirt on it, but who cares? Oh my God. That is so good. Ah, man. That is so good. Here's my strawberry garden, as little as it is. 2 little pots plus a little nursery. So I've just tucked the ends of the runners down under the soil, about 1/2 inch to 1 inch down under there. And so I'll water it in, and then these runners will root into this soil and make new plants. And then there's a mama plant, and there's a mama plant. I want to mention that this plate rack that I'm using as a plant stand, I picked up at a secondhand store, and it was a real good bargain. So yeah, I think it's going to look nice. I could also use annuals, you know, flowering annuals in there, or really anything else. Also in the winter, I can take it in and use it at the holidays for my buffet. Well, folks, that just about wraps it up for today's strawberry project. I hope you enjoyed visiting with me here at Harmony Hills Home and Garden today. I will be sure to update you over the course of the season how these strawberries do. Fingers crossed we'll get some more lovely, delicious berries off of them. If you have suggestions for me, go ahead and please put them in the comment section below. I'd love to learn from you about growing everbearing strawberries in pots. I really don't know much about it. I'm just giving it a shot. So I'd love to learn from you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you'll come back and visit again soon, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, bye-bye.